Hello and welcome. I'm Christy from Rising North Coaching, and I'm here with you today to share my unique and out of the box perspective on being what society would call a quote unquote loner. I've always been solitary in nature to some degree, and it has gotten more profound as I have gotten older, but it was always there. I can remember when I was just 10, 11 years old, wanting to go out on walks and bike rides all by myself and staying out for long periods of time just alone, going out into the woods by myself. Then when I had dogs, as I got older, I would go out, disappear with my dogs, and I still do. Disappearing for hours, just all by myself in the woods and surrounded by what I consider to be my family, in the natural world, right? So there are so many different ideas around fitting in and belonging and this concept of being a loner in our society. And I have found, at least in my own journey, that it is kind of frowned upon in our society to a large degree. And when I say that, I will explain what I mean, is that in the dating realms, when you are presenting yourself truthfully and you say you're introverted, it's kind of, like, I don't know about all that. Right. So I notice that people kind of pull away when I tell them that I need my own space, I need my own time. And I'm okay with that now because I just know that this is my truth. This is who I'm designed to be. This is who I am. So I am going to fully embrace that. And those that are aligned with that, they will be the people that I call into my life, right? My soul tribe. And eventually those people will find me and I will find them. But I'm here to even open your state of consciousness even more so. But before we do that, I just would like to say that I am a channel for spirit. I allow spirit to work through me. This message has been coming through for a long time. This is the first time that I am actually doing a recording on it. And I want to invite in spirit before we even go any further in our conversation today. I would like to call in all my guides, my ancestors, anyone working on my behalf to deliver the message that is meant to come through today to anyone who's watching. I ask that you open your heart space and open within your being to allow new ideas and new perspectives to come into your reality. It may change the way that you see some things or not. It really doesn't matter. But I just ask for an opening, an allowing, a softening. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we can get started on a different perspective, a different way to see and to view being solitary and being what people call a loner. And that perspective is that there's so many ways to belong in our world. You could belong among the trees, among the natural world, among the animal world. You could belong among the ocean, right? And just there's so many landscapes available to us. There's so many there just are so many ways to belong in our world. And I encourage you to look beyond the traditional sense of belonging, which is just simply with other people, and to expand your awareness to include everything, everywhere, and to know that you cannot not belong. You are here. You are a part of this universe. You already belong. It is your birthright. As soon as you were born, you belong to something bigger than yourself. You belong to source, however you want to define that, right? There's the spirit realm, there's the earthly realm, there's just, it's infinite. It really is. And this idea of us compartmentalizing just this little tiny fraction of belonging to, you must belong to a social group of some sort. You must socialize X amount of times per week or per day. Throw it all out. Get rid of it. It doesn't even make any sense. People created these concepts. People have created the ideas of right and wrong, right? People created those. Those words never even existed. We created the whole word right and wrong. So I know that a lot of you are probably familiar with Rumi, the poet, and one of his quotes that really speaks to me so loudly is the quote of his famous quote, "Out beyond right doing and wrongdoing, there is a field. I will meet you there." I love this quote because it allows for the idea of no right or wrong, that we all exist in the same space, and so it is, and it's a beautiful space, and we can all live there with our unique and quirky personalities. So I also have to bring up the idea of that has been just kind of hammered into us by the educational system, which I was a heavy part of for many years. I was a teacher for 18 years in the school system. And I will tell you that kids cannot be put into boxes. No one can be put into a box. It's simply break out of the box. It's not even, nothing, the box doesn't even really exist. It's an illusion. And when you break out of that box, you will see your potential exponentially increase. As soon as you step in to who you really are and you stop playing the games that you think we have to play, when you take a second to recognize that all these games, including all the sports of the world, the professional sports, all of these games that we all take so seriously, the game of, oh, if someone engages with me, I must engage back. Someone calls me, I must call them back. All these rules of engagement that our society has created were created by people. The same things that have been created can be also, what's the word I'm looking for? Can be I don't want to say torn down, because that would be, that has a negative connotation, but can be broken down into its most simplest form, and just, we can eradicate it completely, and we can build whatever we want, whatever we desire. That is your birthright. You get to decide the life that you are going to live on this earth. I want to remind you, the spirits want to remind you, death is only one breath away. Death is always one breath away. Nothing in this life is guaranteed, and therefore we must show up fully. If we desire solitude, we must take that solitude and stand in our power, stand in our truth, and allow our true self to shine, regardless of how it looks to others. That's their own stuff. That doesn't belong to us. Our journey is to embrace ourselves and our souls and allow our soul to play while here on the earth, and allow our soul to embody its fullest expression while we are here. I find that you really cannot do that unless you truly know yourself, right? In the deepest, deepest way. And how do you know yourself in the deepest of ways? You spend time with yourself. And that's one way that being a loner can really benefit you, is that when you're alone a lot and when you spend time away from others and away from influences, you learn and you become stronger in your core, right? In your core values, in your core itself. Your soul you can hear it easier when you aren't listening to all the voices that are outside of you, right? So my challenge to you is to rise above all of the noise of the world and to show up as in your truest expression, as your fullest embodiment of self, regardless. Because when you start to do that, something amazing happens. It's like there's an opening that wasn't there before, and your life begins to flow more creatively. I can tell you this in my own journey, in my own path. I've experienced it myself. I'm experiencing it right now, doing this video. I'm experiencing it in all aspects of my life. More love is coming in. I'm being shown where I need to go. The path is unfolding because I took that first step of stepping in to who I really am, and embracing that, and not apologizing for it anymore, and not trying to change it, and not questioning it, but just allowing it to be. You, my friend, are a beautiful, perfect expression in your divinity, in all of your messiness, in all of your humanness. Just mush it all together into a ball, roll it up, and roll it out into the world. Roll it out. Show us that messiness. Be the messiness. Embody it. Wear it proudly. You are here to shine your unique light into the world. Everyone else is taken, so you must show up as yourself. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this message. Please leave any comments, suggestions, any further topics you would like me to speak on below, and I will see you in the next video.